stoic, cool hand Luke. Fire and ice, so appropriate for this fight, Chris Mills.
Yeah, he is calm, he is experienced, he is ready, and he's in great shape. All week long, both these fighters, no issues making weight coming into this fight, no excuses for this fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the son of Holy England, cool hand, Luke Campbell!
You were looking at a man that many consider to be the most decorated British amateur boxer ever. ABA titles in 2007, 2008, won the 2008 European Championships, the 2011 World Championships, and of course, an Olympic gold medal. But he's not complete. His career is not over until he wins a world title. 2 opportunities, he's come just short, but knows with a win tonight, he'll probably get a third. And while Ryan Garcia's life is the stuff that dreams are made of, Luke Campbell is here to prove that what we see on social media is not reality.
Love that entrance, love that song. Just a perfect moment for Luke Campbell to shine on the big stage.
Campbell made a great point. No one in this arena, pretty much beside those in his corner, will be pulling for Luke Campbell tonight. An us against the world mentality for the whole nation. Garcia. Not as many smiles this week as we've seen in the past from him.
No, not at all. He's been walking around with a chip on his shoulder like the opponent. Actually, he's been a little angry. I like that from him. You know, whenever you see a pretty boy always smiling like that, you want to see that he has a bad side. He has that edge.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his recent success, his partnership with Eddie Reynoso, just the magnitude of this fight, but I have never seen Ryan Garcia this confident. This is the most confident he has been going into a fight.
Is he too confident?
Guess we'll find out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, set to make an entrance shortly. Introducing to you the undefeated rising star, hailing from Victorville, California, USA, here ready to claim his kingdom, King Ryan Garcia!
isn't missing much. He's got the speed, the power, the charisma, the following, and if he conquers Campbell tonight, he stakes his claim right at the top of the boxing kingdom.
2020 began in a way with Tyson Fury riding a throne on his way to the ring to meet Deontay Wilder. 2021 begins with Ryan Garcia riding some variation of it.
Confidence has never been a problem for King Rocky.
He's a good-looking kid. He carries himself like a prince, but coming out like a king tonight.
Well, he has the admiration and appreciation, but what Garcia lacks is the respect of some of boxing's hardcore fans. But he will get it tonight if he can topple Luke Campbell.
Two totally different entrances by both fighters. Luke Campbell, straight face, right to the point. And Ryan Garcia coming out with being carried out like a king. It all changes once they're inside that ring, though.
No,
For this
Mambo,
moment,
we're trying to get in.
he wants to be elite. He's got to beat elite. Said, Ryan, too much too soon. You're not ready for Luke Campbell. He said, I don't care what you say. I want him now.
At some point, you have to find out what a young fighter is made of. You'll find out a lot about Ryan Garcia tonight.
He is the minus 400 favorite, but don't get it twisted. This is basically, in many people's estimation, a 50-50 fight. I know you were flirting with actually picking Luke Campbell to win, Chris Mannix. What say you now that the time is here?
At this point, who knows? I mean, Luke Campbell has the experience, he has the skill, he's comfortable in this environment, but Ryan Garcia's fast twitch power is the kind of thing that Luke Campbell has not seen. He's seen greatness in the form of Lomachenko, he's seen high-level talent in the form of Linares. I don't think he's seen anything like the speed of Ryan Garcia.
I think he has seen that speed. Anytime you have an Olympic gold medalist that has fought boxers, the best boxers around the world, that has been in there with 2-3 division champions like Loma and Linares, you've seen it all.
Do you think either one of them have the speed of Ryan Garcia?
Someone around the world that he fought in the Olympics definitely did.
So we're now going with a make-believe here.
All right, here we go. The talking is over. Thankfully, it's time to fight. And for that, we turn it over to Jeremiah Gallegos.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Big D, Dallas, Texas, USA. Here inside the American Airlines Center, coming to you live streaming of the United States, United Kingdom, Ireland, and around the world on the zone, where it's always fight season. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the WBC Interim Lightweight Championship of the World. It is presented to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Sponsored to you by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. And odds for tonight's fights are brought to you by Bet Online. This title attraction is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation for Combative Sports, the Executive Director Brian Francis, Deputy Executive Director Mike Ariz Mendez. Also sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, and WBC Supervisor in Attendance Robert Lightheart. The 3 judges scoring this contest of the 10-point must system are Ray Danseco of the Philippines, Glenn Feldman of the United States, and Mark Lyson of the United Kingdom, and our championship referee at the sound of the bell from the United States, Lawrence Cole. And now, Dallas, Texas! To the diamond, one ring tonight who will shine the brightest. DAZN all over the world. It's golden time! Introducing to you first, running into the red corner, wearing gold with white, with the 2019 Trainer of the Year, Eddie Reynoso, and father, Henry Garcia. Wearing gold, he's scaling at 135 pounds. This unblemished rising star enters the final eliminator. Impressive 20 bouts, 20 victories, no defeats, including 17 huge wins. Coming by way of knockout, he's the multi-time champion, current WBO and NBO lightweight champion, and WBC silver lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the Fighting Pride of Victorville, California, the undefeated King Ryan Garcia! And across the ring tonight, fighting under the blue corner with head trainer Shane McKinnon. Wearing the blue trunks, he officially weighed in 135 pounds. In 2012, he captured Olympic gold, where he then transitioned to the professional ranks, holding an outstanding record, 23 bouts, 20 victories, including 16 wins coming by way of knockout and only 3 defeats. Introducing to you the former Commonwealth champion, the former WBC international champion, and the former WBC silver lightweight champion, the Fighting Pride of Hull, England, and the United Kingdom, the 2-time World Championship challenger. Here is Cool Hand, Luke Campbell! And once again, a referee in charge of the action, Lawrence Cole.
All right, gentlemen, one of the rules are in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Understood? Touch them up, wrestle like the both of you.
When they sit upstairs, Ryan Garcia has the following in star power to transform boxing audiences in a way just a handful of fighters have done in recent decades. But he has to prove he can fight. Luke Campbell will be that first test.
Ryan Garcia has to prove that he can bright shine through the doubt, through the darkness of fans.
His last 2 fights have gone a total of 178 seconds. Can Ryan Garcia make quick work of Luke Campbell, or are we in for a long-distance dogfight? Garcia in the gold, Campbell in the blue.
The first thing to watch with Campbell is how effective that jab is. He throws about 30 jabs per round. It's a pretty useful weapon for him in most of his fights.
Ryan Garcia coming out a little bit aggressive. Coming at Luke Campbell. Sharp jab to the belly. I love what I'm seeing. I love this start by the young Ryan Garcia.
The jab is the key for Campbell. He loves throwing it, and he needs to throw it. Luke Campbell's been on this stage before. He knows how to handle the pressure, the bright lights, the international audience. Garcia, at his young age, just getting into the game, so to speak. Campbell left to the body.
Garcia's punching so sharp right now, laser sharp. And right now, Campbell is looking to time that sharp.
Oh, a straight right hand from Garcia. That got Campbell's attention. How does Ryan's style stack up against a southpaw?
Well, right now, that was a little trip up with the feet, and you're going to see a lot more of that whenever you see a southpaw and orthodox fighter.
Yeah, you know, southpaws can be tricky to box for orthodox fighters. The first southpaw Ryan's fought in 3 years, but Ryan told us this week he loves fighting southpaws because he thinks there's more ways to knock them up.
Because he has the 2 best weapons against southpaw: a fast jab and a counter left hook. That check hook, that's going to keep Campbell at bay for a while. It's instinctive. That punch is instinctive by Ryan Garcia. It just snaps out without thinking.
Garcia has to be careful not to get over eager, because Campbell, who never makes predictions, said, I'm going to knock this kid out. So he's thinking power punch as well. We saw a Euro step there from Garcia as he lands the right hand.
First body shot there by Campbell. That's what makes Campbell really special. That educated jab, his experience, of course, with that body work.
Good left hook from Campbell. Kind of got a smile from King Rod.
Campbell not biting at the feints of Garcia.
What does it take to make the world's most awarded tequila? It's more than just harvesting the finest blue agave. It's using it in a 200-year-old recipe recognized by tequila experts as the best in its class year over year. 1800, the best taste in tequila.
Ella sintió tus golpes, pero no quiero que te avientes, Ryan, así porque te quiere casar con la izquierda o con el upper. Ten cuidado cuando entres, porque te puede recibir con el upper o con el recto. Ya te agarró ahorita. Tranquilo. Ve aquí. Mueve la cintura.
When you're fighting at this speed, it's hard to see these short little punches, but right here, check hook by Luke Campbell. That caught the attention in a round that Ryan Garcia dominated. Short little 1-inch punch by Luke Campbell.
There you see the corner of Ryan Garcia. Henry Garcia, Ryan's father, first trainer, also his translator. Ryan doesn't speak much Spanish. Eddie Reynoso only speaks Spanish. So you have Henry Garcia translating the instructions of Eddie Reynoso.
And since switching to Eddie Reynoso, Garcia 4-0 with 4 knockouts in a total of 9 rounds. So he's good early, but Chris, we don't know if he's good late.
It's a gift and a curse, right? You want to secure those early knockouts, but you don't know how your fighter's going to fare when he gets taken into deeper waters.
Garcia told us that his style, he believed, would work better against southpaws. Buy that, Sergio?
Well, listen, I've never heard a fighter, especially a young fighter, says that he prefers fighting southpaws.
But look at Garcia heating up in the corner. Campbell trying to just avoid and block.
But whenever you have a jab like Ryan's and a left hook like that, maybe that's why he prefers fighting left-handers, because those are the 2 best punches against southpaws.
Campbell knows he's going to have to deal with some of those flurries, those quick hands. It's just how well can he deal with them.
Sergio, what do you think of the footwork you've seen the first couple of rounds? You see Campbell up on his toes. Garcia much more flat-footed. Seems like he wants to...
left hand sends the kid down!
And that's what he was setting him up for. Luke was looking for that overhand left. Now we're going to see what this kid's made of.
An absolute stunner. And look at the face of Campbell, as if to say, you wanted me, I'm here, you got me.
I mean, it kind of flows into what I was just talking about, guys. The flat feet of Ryan Garcia. He's planted there, not moving away from those shots.
And Luke staying cool. I love this, the discipline. He knows he has the younger fighter hurt, but he's not going after him yet.
What must be going through Ryan Garcia's mind? He's never been in trouble, much less been knocked down.
It's fight or flight if you're Ryan Garcia.
A stunning start here to the second round.
Campbell just missed with that overhand left.
You got to stay calm there, though, with Ryan Garcia. Don't get into a firefight right after you got knocked down.
Now it's Garcia who needs to be cool hand. A quick glance up at the clock for Garcia. He wants out of this second round in the worst way.
He responded though. He responded. Ryan Garcia responded like a true champion right there, showing championship ability and heart, getting up and fighting off Luke Campbell.
And
conectado tú. Ya te tumbó, no pasa nada. Ok. No pasa nada, no quiero que cambies golpe.
And it was that jab downstairs that brought the right hand down of Ryan Garcia. He took that punch well. He got up and reacted, but what a left hand by Luke Campbell. Right on the money, right on the button.
At first glance, I thought maybe the Flash got caught by a Flash knockdown, but there was nothing Flash about that. And that clean left hand to
That was a big left hand by Campbell, but that was a big reaction by Garcia, getting up and fighting him off.
Has Garcia been overhyped? Does he really have the goods? Can he really be a world champion? We're about to find out.
You can't go into a fight like this thinking you're a one-punch knockout Luke Campbell. He's too tough. He's been hit by big punchers. He's gotten up and survived. You simply can't put him down with one big shot.
And that's what happens when those first-round knockouts come. They start getting good to you and think that you're going to do them all the time, and they become a disadvantage.
Wide stance there for Luke Campbell. You can see the footwork giving Garcia a little bit of problems. This is when he can attack when he's on the ropes. That's what he does. Sergio, how cautious should Ryan be?
Cautious, but I love the fact that he's still not getting overly cautious. This is the thing about these fighters like him and Oscar De La Hoya. They look like pretty boys, but they got that killer instinct. I love what Garcia's doing, backing up Campbell.
This crowd's still buzzing. This is not what they expected to see. A COVID capacity sellout here in Dallas, Texas. Every ticket sold, 6,000 fans here, and they're all cheering for the Mexican American.
So far, I love the way Ryan Garcia reacted to that knockdown. We never know how we're going to react as fighters, and he passed the test, and he's still getting aggressive, going after Campbell.
Left hand to the liver for Garcia, who says he can throw his left hook a million times and never get tired. With the punch.
Getting aggressive. He needs to watch out for a right hook with that aggression. Campbell has a nice right hook over the top.
He's still really flat-footed in this round. I keep going back to that, but he's planting his feet and he's looking to land that one big shot.
Actually, Ryan Garcia always has fought flat-footed. That's his style. He's a flat-footed fighter, but he has such fast hands that he gets away with it.
Tee off, and that's what he does.
You can see that Luke is just waiting to catch him with one punch. But I love the way that Garcia reacted after that knockdown, and now he won this third round. With the aggression coming forward, getting the respect back.
And with that belt in round 3, we send it back over to England. Gareth Davies and Ricky Hatton.
To be honest, the way that... So, Luke Campbell under pressure, second round he knocks him down, but very, very good fight now for Luke Campbell.
Yeah, I spoke about earlier about, Luke Campbell getting up to the better start, and he wanted the opposite way round. But you can't beat experience, He started off ready, got a little bit giddy, and if you notice, like Sergio mentioned in the commentating, he was jabbing to the body, and he threw 2 solid lefts to the body, right up the bread basket, to be honest with you. And what did he do? Went downstairs and come back over the top.
Well, Luke Campbell was showing us something about Ryan Garcia that we didn't know, which is he's vulnerable at times.
Yeah, absolutely. This is I'm quite happy with. It's going to be a good fight. This fantastic. I'm quite happy with.
Josh.
Ricky Hatton and Gareth Davies join us from England to Zone live around the world now. Hope you're enjoying this. Our main event, Ryan Garcia, who was dropped in the second round, back on his feet and seemingly has his confidence back.
One of the questions I have coming in was how did Luke Campbell look just about a month or so after the COVID diagnosis. Luke Campbell said his symptoms during that time were pretty mild. So he felt a mild cold for 5 or 6 days. Back in full training after injuries and isolation. He actually said he felt pressure getting back in the gym after those extra days off.
This fight is supposed to take place at the beginning of December. Instead, we get it the second day of 2021. Thanks to everyone joining us. That was borderline low.
That's what happens in sickness. When I was in camp making weight and I would get sick, sometimes once that sickness passed, I would feel stronger, like the body reset and rejuvenated. Good body shot right there by Campbell.
Into the body with the left hand goes Luke.
Aside from the jab, that's Campbell's best weapon is his body punch.
Right hand, and that affected Luke a little bit. And now he's starting to sit down the punches again.
Garcia looking for a right hand now. He sees that the left hook wasn't landing. Now looking, getting really aggressive with that straight right, which is another weapon against the left-hander.
The body, Luke, much more relaxed, and they're bouncing a lot more than Ryan.
He's been here before. He's been on this stage before. And for Ryan Garcia, as talented as he is, he needs to experience this for the first time.
Ryan answers back. Garcia handled the aftermath of that knockdown pretty well.
Yeah, did extremely well. Got up, survived the round, came back, and my card won that third round. Is doing good work for most of this time.
Beautiful move right there by Campbell. Pivoting away, not getting away too far, coming right back at Garcia. And yes, I agree. How Ryan Garcia reacted. That big punch. It wasn't a flash knockdown. He got rocked, he got up and fought back harder.
Ryan Garcia's little brother, who was victorious earlier tonight. That's Sean Garcia.
Weird. Come on. Great. So maybe just a cable?
We got you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
Aquí, joven. Listo. Pasa más agua. Faltan más rounds, tranquilo. Él va a ir bajando.
And this is cool hand Luke at his best. Not pivoting away too far, ducking under that left hook, now moving away, and then backing up Ryan Garcia. It's a beautiful move, beautiful boxer on Campbell.
What are you sensing here, Chris?
Look, Garcia looks comfortable. He took that big shot, he went down, he got up, but he's looking confident. Luke Campbell, he's taking some heavy shots. He's blocking them, doing well defensively, but Garcia's throwing some big shots.
I think they're both looking confident. Ryan Garcia just blinked.
Oh, he got caught coming in again to Garcia. One of those quick little 1-inch punches you were talking about, Sergio.
And you can tell they worked on that at the gym, not to swing that hook wide. It's nice and short, that's going to catch the faster fighter. That's timing, Chris. That's what I was telling you about speed. That's how you beat speed. You beat it to the punch with timing.
Garcia trying to reset now. Round 5 scheduled for 12. The possibilities are endless with a win here for Ryan Garcia. As for Luke Campbell, a win for him, and he believes he gets another world title shot immediately.
Not a lot of head movement from Garcia in this fight either, presenting something of a stationary target.
Garcia, two things that you touched on. He's never been much on head movement, never been much on fast feet. And that's the reason, because he has so fast hands. His hands are so fast, he doesn't need to move that much.
Power punches through round 4. 42 landed for Garcia 28 for Campbell, but of course Campbell known for his jab, so Garcia was pretty much always going to land 4 power shots. Just as I say that, power shot from Campbell. More foot entanglement. It's the battle of the front foot when it's the southpaw and an orthodox fighter.
Power shots right in line with Garcia's numbers under Eddie. 45% through those 4 fights, power shots landed for Ryan Garcia.
Really haven't seen Garcia sit down and unleash a big, heavy flurry in a while.
Good punch right there by Garcia. Straight left. Campbell took that shot well.
Yeah, it got his attention.
And the reason we haven't seen Garcia unleash, like you said, Todd, is because Luke Campbell is using ring generalship. If anyone doesn't understand what ring generalship is, you're seeing it right now. We're not letting Garcia plant his feet to get that power at his feet.
And there's a nice little flurry for Campbell, or for Garcia rather.
Beautiful combination by Garcia, not falling off balance, all with speed.
As Campbell perhaps got a little complacent after that knockdown. Seems like Garcia's winning these rounds.
I think Campbell's looking for that same short right hook again. This is a good round. Oh, good round.
And Campbell was ready to go down.
That's Garcia's best punch. It's that snappy left hook.
The ropes there.
May have kept him up and may have kept him in that fight. I mean, we saw it in the Anthony Joshua fight where Kubra Pula turned his back, leaned up on the ropes. Situations like that, a referee is well within his rights not to call a knockdown, but stop the fight.
We've got you once or twice in there. Every time you've done it, you've broken back. Just keep your composure, okay? Use your feet this round, have a round, just moving, getting the legs in, okay? You've got to drop that shot in. Relax, 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 keep sharp, keep that hand up. Boom! Straight shot of bowler, okay? Alright, listen.
Right on the tempo, and that's that instinctive left hook that Ryan Garcia is known for. How will Luke Campbell react after that punch? We've seen how Garcia reacted after getting hurt. Now it's time for Campbell to show that.
We're in Texas and this has become an old Western shootout. Ryan Garcia knows he's got Campbell a little bit weakened here. He's letting his hands go. The crowd is rising up. Campbell's corner told him, get your composure, find your legs, stick and move.
All basically calling for survive at this point starting the round.
Garcia can't be all guns and glory that we saw earlier. Campbell has that one punch that can put him on his backside.
Yes, he does, but look, this is the thing about fighters like Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. They're pretty boys with a mean streak, and they go after the knockout when they have their opponents hurt.
And in between that flurry right there, looked over at the corner, Ryan Garcia with Canelo Alvarez sitting right behind them. All of them basically putting their hands up, telling Ryan Garcia to relax. Don't get too aggressive.
Garcia looking for that instinctive check hook again. And Campbell is aware of that. That's why he's not committing to those jabs.
Cross, the right cross from Campbell running in. There it is, Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia's training partner and his friend.
Watching him throughout this, he's invested in this fight.
This has not been the type of fight many people expected it to be, but it has delivered from an entertainment value. Fantastic way to kick off 2021.
And this is the thing about these pretty boys, these Sugar Ray Leonards, these Oscar De La Hoyas. We want to see how they react when they're hurt. We want to see how they react when they hit the canvas. Ryan Garcia reacted like a mean fighter. You can't teach killer instinct, Todd.
So what does Campbell need to do to collect himself and go back on the attack?
I think he's doing it. He's fighting with a smart power jab right now, not staying in front of Garcia. Garcia. Garcia found a home for that straight right hand. There's that check hook right there.
The second time this round, Garcia tried to time Campbell coming in with that left hook.
This is not where Campbell wants to be. Oh, he got a straight right hand off the ropes to land on Garcia's jaw.
That left hook, it reminds me of a rat trap. That left hook of Ryan Garcia. As soon as Campbell or any opponent tries to come out the front door, it just snaps instinctively.
¿Cómo te sientes? Eres más joven, Ryan. Estás más fuerte. Pero
You're younger, you're stronger.
ahorita saliste como loco a tirar golpes.
You came out
Y se
strong.
volvió a agarrar, mijo. ¿Ok?
You came out strong. And number two, overly aggressive. Be smart.
Y con muchos huevos.
Fight with balls.
Hay que llavear y tírame 2 golpes y así vételo acabando. Y si lo llegas a conectar, fíntalo y raca.
And if you happen to catch him, you gotta fake before you come back stronger.
Listo, mijo, Listo, mijo,
All about Sergio Moore. A lot of energy in that.
Was that huevos or cojones?
It should have been cojones, but he said the first one, Todd.
Round 7, what an event this has been so far. If you're just joining us, Luke Campbell knocked Ryan Garcia down. Garcia, though, has come back like a true champ, even though he's not won yet, and nearly put Campbell down in round number 5. And here we are on the 7th. Chris, how do you have this scored right now so far?
Look, I think Garcia's been in control and won every round except the round in the second that he picked up the knockdown. As you said, he recovered nicely from that knockdown. Has come back, put a lot of pressure on Luke Campbell, landed a lot of big shots. Been very successful in the first half of this fight.
And that resilience, Chris, comes from instinct. Nice right hand right there by Garcia. It's instinct. You don't know how you're going to react. And I'm telling you, he passed the test right there. That's one mean pretty boy in Ryan Garcia.
We saw Chris manage the scorecard. What does Gareth Davies say?
Garcia's really the aggressor in this fight, but Campbell's shown all his boxing skills and stayed in there brilliantly after being horribly hurt at the end of that round. I've got Garcia just a point ahead. But so many of these rounds are close. But I do really think that Luke Campbell needs to start pressurising Garcia for me to get back in this fight.
I see Ryan Garcia winning rounds, except for that second round, like Chris mentioned. But I can see what Luke Campbell winning some close rounds. But right now, Ryan Garcia is in control. And you can see that way his body language is reacting, coming forward with no respect.
And Reynoso saying to Ryan Garcia, your young body shot. And he goes down. And now Campbell is down on a knee. 2 knees. He's asking questions. He's asking, do I want to get up? Can I get up? And it is over. Ryan King Ryan Garcia.
Bernard Hopkins knocked out Oscar De La Hoya with a vicious body shot. That body shot looked just as pretty.
Campbell was able to get up from Lomachenko's body attack, but not from Ryan Garcia's body attack.
Was he more style than substance? That was the question asked before the fight. What's the answer?
He is all substance. He took a hit, he went down, he fought like a champion, and he knocked out a fighter that has faced top competition and has never been knocked out before.
We've seen fire and ice from both these fighters, but more fighter, more brighter, a bigger star from Ryan Garcia.
Meet the future of boxing. It's Ryan Garcia.
Are you watching Teofimo Lopez? Are you watching Tank Davis? Are you watching Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson? Here he is. Hunt and get it.
That's what's getting hurt. That's what it teaches you. You gotta go down to learn how you're gonna react getting up.
The future and the present. Race in the ring. A Mexican legend and a Mexican American who set for world superstardom. How would he do against elite competition? How would he do in the late rounds? How would he do if he faced adversity? What would happen if he got knocked down? All those questions were asked tonight.
Every one of them have been asked, and many of them were answered. He got pushed into deeper waters against a top-level lightweight. Luke Campbell has never been a world champion, but he has been on the cut of below for his entire career, and Ryan Garcia got the job done.
And there's that left hook. Campbell thought it was going to come up top. And it went downstairs right on the liver. There was no way Campbell wanted anything to do with getting up after that punch.
Describe what Luke Campbell was feeling right here.
Paralyzed. He was paralyzed. He could have possibly got up, but the legs refused. The will refused, because it was only going to get more painful for the experienced cool hand Luke.
Took 2 seconds for the pain to get in, and if you're thinking maybe Luke's going to get up, once he put the other knee down and both gloves were on the canvas, it was the end.
And Luke Campbell got up in the 11th round, down on the scorecards, pretty significant. He had to know it against Vasily Lomachenko. It just shows how impactful that shot was that he couldn't get up from.
You know, Chris, you put a lot of weight on tonight's performance about what it can mean for the future of boxing. What does this win mean, big picture, for the sport?
I think it has the possibility, maybe even the likelihood, of attracting fans that may not have watched boxing before. I'm talking about teenage Ryan Garcia fans that are following him on Instagram, that are learning in a way about prize fighting, professional boxing for the first time. He can bring in that audience in ways that no fighter to this point has done before.
I'm going to go out on a limb. Because of his popularity, I think Ryan Garcia tonight, the viewership is through the roof.
And his confidence has got to be through the roof. He's wearing the crown, Chris Mannix, but when will he have gold around his waist?
You know, officially, this is the WBC mandatory, but that's meaningless. Ryan Garcia could have faced Devin Haney whenever he wanted to. He is now a shot caller in the 135-pound division. He may not be the man in the 135-pound division yet, but when you have the popularity that Ryan Garcia has backstopping him, you can decide what you want to do next.
Sergio, let me give you a little credit here. You won the Contender about a decade ago. You won $1 million. You won NBC's best #1 program. Millions and millions of viewers. You became an overnight sensation. How does Garcia go forward, keep his composure, stay on track, and do what needs to be done?
Continue smiling, continue being yourself with the looks and those hooks. That's one mean pretty boy right there.
All right, let's make it official. Jeremiah Gallegos.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, a kingdom has been conquered. The official time comes to you 1:58, round number 7. And the new WBC interim lightweight champion of the world, King Ryan Garcia!
He did it, Sergio. Not the way that many people thought he would. No one thought he was going to be dropped in round number 2. But that's where we are. That's the road he had to navigate, and he did it brilliant.
And we have to see how this young kid was going to react to that. How was he going to react going to deep waters? We didn't see that, but we've seen something even better. How was he going to react getting up from the canvas? And he passed the test with flying colors.
We will soon hear from the 22-year-old. What a night for the family. Sean Garcia wins in the opener. His brother Ryan wins in the main event.
And we have to give credit where credit is due. Eddie Eddie Reynoso. This is 5-0. 5 knockouts with a new trainer in Eddie Reynoso.
But it looked very perilous right here. The left hand sent Garcia down and sent this COVID capacity crowd into hysterics. They didn't know what to make of it.
But he came back even stronger that next round. That showed character. You can't teach that, Todd. You have to go through that fire to understand how you're going to react to that fire. Ryan Garcia passed every test he possibly could have been given. He got dropped, he got hurt, and he was able to still get the knockout. He didn't go into deep water like Campbell expected to take him.
And look at the celebration. Unbridled joy. Incredible. Canelo celebrating this victory more than perhaps his last win.
Those are two sharks that know how to swim in deep waters, I'm telling you.
Eddie Reynoso, one of the great trainers in the world today, if not the best. He's got Garcia, he's got Alvarez. What else could you ask for? We will hear from King Ryan momentarily. We've got Chris Mannix standing by. We got to celebrate Valentine's Day